Yo, what up to YouTube? It's Mr.BuyTheDip back here with another video. As you guys can see, everything has been down this week, but I do look at this week as an opportunity to just buy. I have not posted in 3 days. I've been busy. I'm sure you guys have been busy as well. New year, new work schedules, getting around new things here and there. But 582 is a level that I didn't think I was going to see the SPY at. I mean, we just looked at the growth over the year, right? But let's look at earlier of 2024 and have from January we go from 488 476, right, and we're just growing and growing, and then we have that big dip all the way down to 499, but still not as crazy. Okay, then we see a dip like 522, but this dip right here is absolutely crazy. And let me tell you guys something. Look at these three investments as opportunities. Okay, Nvidia, AMD, and S&P 500. Okay, when the stock is down, okay, the person who is the most patient, okay, and the person who is willing to make the best moves long term, they come and roll. The guy who's trying to make quick profit and get out, be a millionaire quick, be a person that is holding 100K, get that first 100K, 150K, right? If you're trying to look for quick gains, this game is not for you, okay? Take 2 to 3 years. It's going to take 4 to 5 years, but that money's going to grow slowly but surely. I want you guys to realize I was making money with NVIDIA. Back here when we went all the way up to 152.19. I could have sold and bought lower, but I knew this is not what I want from the stock. I could have did that, but as you guys know, I can't use too many of those moves because I have a limit on my account. So my main goal is just to buy at dips. I mean, just look at this. I'm buying at all these dips. You have a dip right here of NVIDIA. Even if it's $5, even if it's 50, even if it's 500, even if it's 5,000, whatever you have, work with it and buy. Okay, and AMD. Then I caught AMD again at this dip. Okay, there's a reason why I'm buying at these levels, because these levels are the levels that's going to make you profit in the long run. Do you guys fairly think AMD is going to stay at 114, 117 by June or July? I think absolutely not. I mean, look at the graph where it was around July. Okay, so what we can do is we can make we can make a prediction that we can get a little rally up to 160, 150, 145 around March or April. But I feel like around June or July, we're definitely going to see a level like 170, 160. But the holding between those 4 to 5 months is critical, okay? Stocks go up, stocks go down. Let's say this full year of 2025, everything goes down. Stock market is so-called crashing, okay? And they're comparing this all the way down to what happened in 2008, blah, 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 okay? I look at these as opportunities, okay? Look at history. NVIDIA's lowest was $98 to $93, and I was on NVIDIA. I made videos about this over and over again saying it was a buy, okay? And I'm coming back here saying AMD under 120 is a buy. All that overvalued, all the PE ratio is too high, all that stuff is not going to matter when they produce good quality products. And in technology, those products are going to use in schools, they're going to be used at retails, they're going to be used at their own businesses, okay? And NVIDIA's GPUs, their CPUs, their gaming resolution cards are so effective, same with AI, okay, that they're only going to grow. Look at Apple, look at Microsoft, okay? When these tech companies build a strong base, all they do is run up. So we can take NVIDIA right now, yearly it's not as high, but, even considering all the downtimes, 133, but it was, at one point it was up 200, okay? Let me show you guys. Around right here, it was almost up 200 at one point, very close to 190. So we see 160, right? We see 145, we see 150. So if 133% up is a somewhat of a downtime for NVIDIA. Imagine the people who got in around April, started 2024. They got in around, February, or they got in around August. August was one of those times where you had to buy. September was one of those times you had to buy. Okay, let's say you had $1,000 right here, and you would have been making so much money right now, right, off that $1,000. But what it is it's all a patience game. Weekly, we're down 6.96%. We're probably gonna go down to 129. Test that level one more time. I have a strong feeling we're gonna break to 128, 127 again. And next week is when comes into office. We go up. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, compare S&P 500 to what happened in 2008. Okay, stock market was down that year. There was a lot of stuff with banks. You know, when banks start to face problems, that is when you see these stocks crashing. You see real estate kind of going down the drain. But what that does is, if you already own stocks, if you already own a house, it's only bad for you then. But if you don't own a house and you're trying to get a house and the house market crashes down, what do you do then? You buy a house. You buy a stock. Same with clothes. Same with cars. Okay, you don't want to buy a car if it's 50K, 40K. Okay, let's say the car comes down a little bit, it gets older, someone gets older, 30K, 25K, you buy then. Okay, so the market bounced back sooner or later. But let me tell you guys something. This is not a gamble. I do not talk about gambles. I do not talk about parlays. This is investments. This is critical thinking. We're at a table with our suit and tie on, and we're talking about business. Okay, this is not something you do while trying to make quick profit or quick money. Okay, it takes time to build wealth and it takes time to make money, but the younger you are, the better it is to get started. The younger you are. So number one thing I'm waiting for is Reality Income's dividend. You know, their dividend needs to be put out probably sooner or later. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and check about their dividend yields as well. I told you guys this dividend yield is very perfect. I mean, 5.97. You don't see a dividend yield better than that usually. Than and NOY is another good stock that pays out good dividends. But I really wanted to touch bases with S&P 500, AMD, and NVIDIA. Okay, these stocks can make you so much money this year. All you have to do is buy, hold, and be patient. If you even don't know enough about stocks, you know the phone you have in your hand right now, the iPhone, the technology using to play video games on, those use this company. Okay, you don't need to be super intellectual, super smart to know about stocks. Now, it's very good to educate yourself while you go, but if you're a beginner, guess what? All you need to know is, what does this company do? Who's the CEO? Okay, the CEO, his name is Jensen. Okay, what are some of the things he's done? Look at his history. Learn about the CEO. A lot of times, if a CEO says something a large audience doesn't like, what is people going to do? They're going to sell off. Ryan Cohen, another one of those CEOs that if he reposts or says something Trump does or Roaring Kitty does, what do people do? They like that. They get excited. They buy more stocks. They buy more. They buy more shares of that same stock. So just keep in mind, if you can't hold, leave. This is not the game for you. You got to be able to hold for a year, 2 year, 3 year, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. Okay, if you don't have the patience, this is not for you at all. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe.